Alright guys, so this is my long form review of the Max EBZ 9000. I've had it for about a month now, and I can say this is my favorite backpack blower on the market, period. It beats any blower, including the 9010, 8010, BR800. The only thing that has the same specs as it is the Husqvarna 590, because Husqvarna owns Max and Max owns Husqvarna. So the 590 has the same specs, same everything as this one. The only difference is the paint color and branding. So let's get right down to it. This thing is the most powerful backpack blower on the market. It beats every single blower I just listed. It has 1,245 CFM and 216 miles per hour. Once again, 1,245 CFM and 216 miles per hour. It has the new electronic carburetor, which I have some thoughts about. I don't like it because I like the traditional choke where I can put it on half throttle and it blows half throttle. But I like it for one reason, because I can just push it in and start it. But like, there's ups and downs. So the downs are you have to take it out, or I don't. I bring it to my dealer, but you have to take it out almost every 2 months and get the carburetor updated, or the fireware updated, or the software, whatever they call it, and then they have to put it back in because it's electronic. So that's one thing I don't like about it, and that's really the only thing I don't like about it. Otherwise, I love it because you just push the switch in, and it's actually really convenient. I think priming it 10 times is a little excessive. I still do it anyway, but I think it's a little excessive. I think you can do shorter, but I'm not going to chance it. I got it in the hip throttle. I really, really, really like the hip throttle style. Now that I have the tube from Husky. I mean, it's great to have both, but I really like the hip throttle. Nice parachute straps with your belt clip down there. And then I did have one for up here. I don't know where it went. I think I lost it. I don't care really. Straps are really comfortable. Like I said, parachute straps. You got a ventilated back. Everything is really comfortable about this, honestly. And then it has a big commercial air filter. It's really comfortable on your back because of the anti-vibration thing, but this thing is honestly just a beast. The tube is nice and flexible. It beats every single blower that I listed. I've seen a lot of guys when they first get it, the tube kinks, but thank God mine did not, and honestly, I just love it. The tube is really short, and I like that because it's shorter and lighter than the 9010 and still blows more than the 9010. So everything is just good about this blower. I have nothing bad. Like, I have nothing bad about this thing. The only thing that I mentioned is the carburetor, but that's just a little Other than that, I like it a lot. The anti-vibration thing is so nice. The parachute straps are nice. The tube is really nice and flexible. And everything is just good about this. I mean, I see a lot of guys after 1 month, it will definitely look worse than this because I don't use it as hard as other guys. I service 11 accounts a week. But still, if you were to take care of your equipment better, even if you're servicing more than 11 clients, it will kind of look like this. I've seen guys that do over 80 properties a week and still take care of them, and their machines look horrible. And then their machines look clean. And then I see guys doing 80 properties that don't take care of them, and their machines look like they're from the dumpster. So if you take care of your machines, they will take care of you, and they will make your company look better because it shows that you take pride in cleaning your equipment and you have clean stuff. So yeah, I've almost nothing I like about it. All right, I'm gonna jump around to the front and show you and talk a little bit more about it. But 1 month review, there's no wear and tear really if you take care of it. There's almost nothing I don't like about it except the carburetor thing. But let me jump around to the front. All right, guys, I jumped around to the front. So first, one thing, this thing has the biggest gas tank on a gasoline or electric. Gasoline backpack blower ever. It has 91.2 fluid ounces. I think the 9010s is 86.2 fluid ounces, and I think that's 80.2 fluid ounces. I don't know. Don't question me on that because I don't know. So this has the biggest gas tank on a blower. Also, I kind of like that they house the intake, but I also don't, because on my 580, the intake is out and it's easier to service. whereas you have to take all the covering off to service the intake. But I don't know. I mean, it has its perks because it shields it from weather, whereas this one doesn't, and this one's easier to maintenance and this one's harder. So, I mean, it has its perks. I like the muffler placement. It's really cool. It sounds like a two-stroke dirt bike. I love these newer two-strokes like the 9010 and the 580 and the 8560 and the 9000 and the 590. They all sound like dirt bikes, and it sounds freaking amazing. All right, now let's jump down to, up to the air filter. This thing is a really big commercial air filter. It has 4 tabs where you just pop them off. I have to use a screwdriver to freaking pop them off because they're so tight. A lot of guys that keep changing their air filters, it's easy for them now, but since I only do so many properties a week, I only have to change it so often, so the clips are still a little stiff. It's very easy to start after you got the fireware or the software update. When I first got it, it was not updated, so like I mentioned, it was taking me 10 to 20 pulls to get it started when it was cold out and the engine was cold, or even when it was warm out and the engine was cold, or even when it was warm out and the engine was warm. It did not matter. It was taking 10 to 20 pulls to get started. And that's not because I'm not strong. I had other people try it. I even had the dealer try it, and they couldn't get it. So I had the dealer fix it. You got the fireware arm update or software. I don't know what they call it. They said fireware update, but some people call it software update. I honestly don't know. But now that I got that all done, I was able to start it on the 3rd to 4th pull every single time, no matter if it's cold, hot, whatever. So this thing is super easy to start now, and no complaints there. I do like this has a foot pedal to hold the gas tank down. It's so much easier to anchor your foot and pull this, whereas this one, I have to hold onto the freaking air filter, so sometimes the entire blower comes off the ground. Another thing I like is how they just wired everything and closed everything, tucked it away. Like where's the 580, the throttle cable, everything's open. I mean, I know it's easier for maintenance, but it's easier when it's tucked away because it's shielded from weather. But then if you're gonna be doing maintenance, it's like easier, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and then as of trigger and hip throttle goes, that's just personal preference. Honestly, I like the hip throttle a lot better now because I've had my tube throttle get hung around trees, and honestly, it's just not as comfortable, but to each their own. So that's going to wrap up my 1 month review. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and yeah, come back for some more content. Content will be slow this time of year because the season's wrapping up. But yeah, thanks guys, and I will let you know how it keeps performing.